Okay guys, back at the shop, we got the BMW and we are getting ready to pull it into the rack and get this engine pulled out. Still has oil pressure and idle, it's just whenever it gets up in the RPMs, it's definitely low, it doesn't raise, so drive it into the rack. Sounds fine now, I mean there's really no issue with it at this point, except for when you get up in the RPM. So we gotta take the engine out and get this thing shipped back to KLM. It's a lot of work to get this thing back out of here, but luckily got a good team here at the shop and they can get it out. And we still got the crate from KLM still over there, so we can, we already have an engine crate for it. We just pull it out and slip it in there and send it off. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification to let you know whenever I post a new video. Oh yeah, well Donnie, hey man, they don't last forever, do they?
Make them last forever.
We had about 6 passes on this thing and about, I don't know, 500 or 600 miles total. And it's got to come out. So everything looks really nice though. It's just unfortunate all the work that we do. We have to pull it right back out. And the carbon fiber PCM cover finally showed up after 5 months of waiting on it. It's really nice though. I will give them that.
You need to tell me we did 14-cylinder head, 4 specs, just to pull the motor back out.
Yeah, that was a bad thing. Yeah, we had to pull this off. We did our retort twice on this thing just to have to pull the whole dang engine out. And it did not blow a head gasket. Someone said that it was, we checked the hose right afterwards. There was no blown head gasket stuff going on there. Okay, so Donnie just got the engine dropped from the bottom of the car. We're gonna go over here, check it out, and get this thing basically unmated from the trans and the front cradle. We ended up dropping the whole cradle this time, and we'll get the engine off, get it back in the crate, and get it back to KLM. Let's go see what we got going on.
The whole car this time.
Got a lot of parts sitting around here. Got the engine out. Went ahead and just took it off of from underneath the car. Just dropped the whole cradle. It's a lot easier than dealing with all this stuff inside the car, and it'll go up a lot easier too. Okay, we just got the oil filter out of the housing, and we're gonna show you guys what we found. It's not good. So immediately you look down in the housing down there, and you see just chunks of bearing material. Oh,
that was round.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Wonder if it was so plugged it started to like implode on itself.
Got lots of metal in this filter. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, that is wild, Steve. I just now noticed.
It looks like it got really hot and melted.
Huh. That's wild. That's weird.
Unless the oil got that hot.
Nothing there on that.
So we need to get a... What do you think, Steve?
It's an oil cooler. That's probably not a bad thing to replace anyways.
And a little bit of street driving?
Yeah, so we had about 6 passes on this thing, Steve, and, break-in miles, basically.
Yeah. Which were light.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think that was the 3rd oil change that you went to the event with.
Yeah. Yeah, we did everything by their sheet, by the book.
And we were going to retorque the head when you came back.
Oh, my gosh.
Look at this, Curtis.
Man, we could,
melted and imploded.
That filter's been to the strip club and back.
I was going to say, were you at FL2K or the strip club?
Yeah.
They used to be round.
So that's where glitter comes from.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Never knew how they made it.
It's like the oil got so hot
Or
and restricted, it was smashing it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it literally couldn't flow through there, I bet you, huh?
Yeah.
And you put new filters in it whenever you change oil, didn't you?
Yeah.
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 And that wasn't like that last time?
No, it was round. Slid right in there.
Well, man, this thing's really going to run because it went 154 on only 40 pounds, like literally the pass before this happened.
Which could have been
The past
It,
wild.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. This thing's going to be fast when we get it back, hopefully. Also, the new uniforms looking fresh. Tim, where's yours at?
Shirts on in yet.
Oh,
Pants.
they didn't have your size?
They have my size, just
Extra,
to mix
extra
up
large.
at the.
Oh.
I don't know what happened. They brought
At
all
the
ours.
factory.
We're waiting on your.
No Tim?
No Tim yet.
Oh, man.
We waited like
Why you
8
guys in
weeks.
black?
Hey, Donnie, you're missing an I and an N and an E on your
It's
name.
always been spelled like that.
Okay.
They misspelled.
Donnie.
Spelled
It's
it myself.
Donnie.
I signed those things.
I told her.
No, I put him as DONNIE.
I think
It ain't even worth
I
correcting.
told her that she's
I've had it my
misspelled my
whole
name.
life.
It's supposed to be SIR.
Yeah. All right, well, Donnie, keep plucking away at her. I guess that was the smoking gun that we needed to see. We know it's messed up and needs to go back now. Because Curtis in there was like, just put a oil pump on it. Yeah.
It was round.
Well, good news is we still got the crate from KLM that the engine came in, so we're good there. And got the engine basically out, plucked, ready to go. We just need to bolt the valve cover back on there. We just took it off to kind of inspect everything. Didn't see anything abnormal there, so that's good. But we'll get this thing crated up and shipped back to KLM, and they said they're going to get right back on it. They've been easy to work with during this process. And we get it, guys. Stuff happens. These engines break. Clearly something happened quickly on this engine because it's not that old at all. It's only got a few passes on there and you know, several hundred street miles of break-in. Could have been a bad bearing, could have been a clearance issue with something, but whatever it was not happy. And they're gonna take care of this for us hopefully and get it back to us so we can get the BMW back on the road. All right, so we stopped by Freestyle Graphics. They've been doing shirts for me for over 10 years now. They're right here in Lee Summit, Missouri, which is where I live. Stop by here. They're making our Boost and Barbecue shirts for our event coming up next week here in Kansas City at Flying H Dragway. If you guys are not familiar with what I've been doing, the last company I was with, I'm not with them no more, and started my own deal. My first event that I'm doing is called Boost and Barbecue. It's in Kansas City, Missouri, just east of Kansas City. Flying H Dragway, October 24th and 25th. The drag racing is sold out. It's sold out really quick. We're doing a lot of fast classes in it. We're also going to have a concert with Chris Jansen. We're having a barbecue competition, which is where it gets the barbecue in the name, and it's the actual Kansas City Barbecue Society is hosting it, and they're the ones that put on the American Roll. They're one of the largest barbecue association for competitions in the country, so they're coming out. We got some bunch of teams coming to compete for barbecue. Racers, we got Kids Zone, we got a big Aussie style burnout contest we're going to do. If you guys are in the area or even want to fly in, Kansas City is an awesome town to experience for the weekend. The event's Friday, Saturday. You can stay Sunday and even Monday for Monday Night Football with the Chiefs. They're playing here that Monday night. So a lot of cool stuff going on, but yeah, I'll link the link down below for tickets and event info if you guys want to come out and experience it. We do have car show spots open, so if you guys want to bring out a car and show it off, we do have those available still. And overdrive and all-wheel drive versus DCT classes also have some spots left. That DCT class is $25,000 guaranteed payout too, so huge payout. All right, so this is a machine here that they use to do all the ink. What do you call this style of shirt making?
Screen printing.
Screen printing, okay. So basically you got different sheets that you guys have, and it gets different layers as it goes around this machine.
Yeah, there's 7 different screens that'll print. It'll layer down your ink until it's final.
Till it's all done. How many shirts can you guys do in a day on this machine if it runs all day?
It runs all day and it's less colors. It's 2,000 or 3,000.
Oh, wow. So you guys can print some stuff out.
Yep.
Man, that's cool. The shirts turned out really good. I like the little pig on there.
Me too.
It just kind of completes it. So it gets all the colors all in one turn. 3 times, okay. Yeah. We are taking apart the engine out of Nemo right now. Just got the engine out of the car. Donnie is tearing this thing down. We're going to get this thing pulled apart and see if we can at least see, you know, what went wrong with this thing before we send it over to the machine shop just about 10 minutes down the road. But right now we're getting the engine pulled apart. This thing is a brand new LME 390 that we put the wrong oil pan on, which we explained a couple videos ago, but we're taking it apart right now. So here's a look at the engine. As you can see, it's brand new. We haven't cleaned this thing up or anything. I mean, it's only got a few miles on it. But yeah. Guys, getting the head pulled off now. Oh, you're dripping. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks brand new.
You don't even know what to look for. We're gonna see. Yeah. Oh, I got you. It's like, what the hell? That's why I have a clean shirt.
You'll be able to see right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually not terrible.
Can't feel
I
nothing
can't even
on
catch
it.
a nail on this.
Yeah, I can't on here either.
It's just through the coating.
Well, that's good so far. Pull main cap.
Yeah.
All right, so it was bearings.
Yeah. Could be much, much worse.
Yeah, it's
That looks a lot better than I was expecting.
yeah, it does look good.
I mean, look at me. I got a clean shirt. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, your shirt doesn't even say your name on it.
Here, hold on. Look. See that?
Yeah. You just wear gloves.
Yeah.
Tim's hands stay nice because he's gloving all day.
Gotta keep them nice.
All right, we broke these big bolts loose here by hand. Now we're just gonna get them off real fast.
There.
You know.
So when they say the motor's got 6 bolt mains, that's what they mean, guys. You got 2 right here, 1 right here, 3, 6 bolt. And these are your main caps. Right here.
If we get 22, we make $350. Not really though, because we had to pay them about $1,200 to do it. When it's all said and done. Can you feel it? It's about the fucking same, huh?
Can't catch a nail.
Yeah.
If all of them look like that, it's bearings and center.
Yeah, it's just the bearings.
Like, can't catch a
yeah,
nail
you
on
can
that.
see it. Yeah, you can't.
It's just through the
yeah.
coating.
Yeah.
Nice.
And this would be the first place to get it.
Yeah,
and lose
exactly.
It, so.
Yep, exactly.
We might be just lucky enough. Hopefully so.
I hope so.
We know how But your luck has been.
The luck has not been good with the oil pressure.
You mean to tell me you're not feeling lucky right now?
Okay, we got the engine on stand, and we're going to get this thing over to Todd Mashmeyer here down the street. And it looks like we're just going to hopefully just put some bearings in this thing, and we'll get it back here pretty quick, and we'll get this thing back together. Back in, Nemo. All right, so we're going to get this thing over to the shop and get this thing looked at and fixed.